sweeping the floor. I know, I never sweep the floor, but I decided to sweep the floor before I started my new project. But don't tell the boss, because if she finds out that I'm sweeping the floor out here, she'll want me to do the back porch. Anyway, I got a new project. Welcome to my wood shop. My name is Forrest. Well, my neighbor redid his garage, and he put some pallet wood all on the walls. It looked really nice. I was impressed. And he had a bunch of offcuts where he had boards go together. And I asked him, I said, look, hey, if you're not going to be using that, could I have it? And he said, sure. And he held a big old wheelbarrow full of pieces like this, this, this. I mean, just all kinds of random pieces. I looked at it for about 10 minutes and I said to myself, what can I make with that? And I came up with a brilliant idea. I did. Let me tell you what I'm going to build. Let me show it to you right here. It's a serving tray. You can put your Kool-Aid, your punch, your margaritas, and you can take it from the house out to the porch. Let's get started on this new serving tray. What do you think? Huh? Well, the length of these trays depends on the boards that you're going to work with. I have chose 3 boards here that are about 14 inches long, about 3.5 inches wide. They're all about the same thickness, which is important. And I left the holes in them as here and here where the nails were, because I think that gives it character. And this thing needs some character. It's just pallet wood. Okay, so first thing we got to do, yeah, you know, you know. First thing we got to do, if I can find them, we got to put on the green safety glasses. Styling and profiling. Just for y'all. Okay, so first thing we got to do is we got to pull the nails out, because these nails are in these and we got to take all the nails out. So we're going to go back over to the workbench and we're going to take the nails out first. Okay, if you're wondering what I was throwing the nails on the floor, no, I swept the floor. I'm putting them in the trash can. I got all the nails out. Now then we got to do a little bit of measuring. It's time for some cutting. Let's go back. Okay, now we're here. We got our boards, got our own nails out. We're ready to do a little bit of measurement, a little bit of cutting, and then we're going to go over here and do some sanding. Y'all ready to get started and do some cutting? Oh, I love to cut. Yeah. All right, let's measure. Well, now what we need to do is we need to make these edges all the same, so that they'll square up when I put them together, because right now there's big gaps in here. And we're going to do that at the joiner. Then we're going to go over and we're going to measure and we're going to cut them to the right length. So, let's get started joining at the joiner. Okay, here's how it is. Now that we got these joined on both sides so that they're good together, like nice and smooth, and I guess if you don't have a joiner, you could run them through your table saw and trim off both sides, and that'll give you somewhat of a good straight edge. All of these boards are about the same length, except for one. This one, it's shorter. That will dictate the length of the tray that we will build. So, let's measure and do some sawing. You ready to saw? I am. Okay, now we start sanding. You wonder why I have 4 boards. One of them is going to be the shoulder or the sides, and the other 3 are going to be the bottom. But we've got to get all this old stuff off here before we can do any more. Here we go. I'm using 60 grit on an orbital sander, which ought to take care of most of what we want to take off. Let's get going. Okay, now then what we need to do is we need to put these three together and measure the distance for our ends. This will be our side. We're going to cut it in half, put one on one side and the other goes on the other side, and then we need some pieces to go across the ends for our handles to hook onto. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take these over to the table saw and we're going to rip them down to 1.5 inches, cut it off any excess. Any problem with that? Okay, be right back. Okay, now then, we've got our boards ripped down to 1.5 inches. We've got our bottom boards cut to 14 and the width is about 3 1/4. So all told, there were 10 inches this away. They're all been joined at the joiner. Okay, we got that. There's the bottom. Here are the two side pieces and the two end pieces where our handles will go. Now I got to talk about something here. I made one of these, and let me show it to you. Well, here it is. Got a nice bottom in it. Got my little silver handles here. Went and bought them at Lowe's, big box store, the blue one. And the sides, the bottom, everything's pretty cool. Except these cost $4. Do you understand? $4 each. Well, now that free wood, pallet wood, this tray cost me $8, not counting the time I put into it. That ain't gonna work. So what I did is I figured a way by using my CNC machine, which is a computerized cutter. I'm bending over picking this other one up, to build my own handles, and they look like this. One piece of wood, still the pallet wood, cut a little arc here, cut this out right here, made two of them. You can handle it pretty easily, still looks good, didn't cost me nothing. Remember, the wood's free, handles didn't cost me anything. You know what? I think I'm pretty doggone crafty when it comes to handles. Anyway, let's put one together. One with handles. Or one with... Oh, let's just do one with handles. Well, this is just like Christmas morning. Some assembly required. Let's get started assembling our tray. Well, first thing we got to do is put our glasses on. And a couple of things. I'm going to use a it wasn't for slip-ups or, well, anyway. I don't know what to say. I'm going to use a nailer, little pin nailer, and some glue. By the way, I've been chasing bees out of here all morning, but that's another story. Different video. Okay, here's how we're going to do assembly. We're going to take these here, and we're going to put a little strip of glue on our long pieces that go here and here. Okay. I want you to know I made a terrible mistake. I forgot to add the sideboards. So this one is, about 1.25 inches short. So I've got to start over. These aren't going to work. Everybody makes a mistake at one time or another. For me, it's daily. Okay, now we've got our pieces put together. We have our ends that are cut. We'll put a little dab of glue on them. If I can find the glue. Oh, I need a longer arm. All right, little dab of glue will do you. Put them right there. Right there, we've got a good tray that would work pretty much any way you wanted to do it. But we're going to add these to it. And they're going to go right there. So what do you think, huh? Okay. We're finished with our tray. I put the handles on it. What do you think? Get our handles? Everything look pretty good? I like it. I think it's going to work. Now remember, I gave you an alternative. You could take a drill and drill out these here and take a a jigsaw or something like that and cut these and make handles like this. Either one of them work, and they both make excellent trays to carry margaritas out to the back porch and sit, maybe some lemonade. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Be sure and subscribe. You never know. There might be another one. They're done spasmodically, which means maybe when I feel like it. But anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for visiting my wood shop. Please come back and don't forget to subscribe.